What's good, y'all? Master Cheeze here. Beautiful day in Chicago, taking a nice walk. Enjoying the weather at the moment in time. I wanted to touch on the Clippers, updating on the Clippers Game 4 results. Didn't have time for Game 3, but regardless, the series is 2-2. Clippers losing on one of the most ridiculous plays probably in NBA history outside of Fisher's fadeaway left-handed jump shot at the buzzer.
They get it to Fisher. He scores! Derek Fisher scores at the buzzer. It'll have to be reviewed.
It's good.
Yeah, I think it is good. With about a tenth of a second. Yeah, I don't know how you
tell you, it's close, though. It's so close.
It's very close.
Watch the light.
Ball has to be out of his hands.
Ball's out.
Yeah, it's out of his hands. It's out of his hands.
Wow.
Looking at that play, historically speaking, when the Clippers play the Nuggets, they always are on the short end of these kind of plays. Just those last-minute buckets, even like calls from the refs. It's always going against them for the most part, results in them losing the series.
The ball was deemed to get out of Gordon's hands right before the LED line.
The good thing about this one is that the Clippers are 2-2. Series is even. As I spoke before, both teams have very similar records. Ty Lue is a good coach. I sometimes question how great he is, and this was an example of just a little bit of a weakness for him. Now, it's not all terrible. Things could be better, but looking at how he performed as a coach down the stretch, he had a hard time managing, the correct lineup with the Clippers. I know that it's easy to criticize, but it's something that you have to be realistic that you may be in this position again. You have to have the correct lineup when it comes to, knowing how things go. Jokic does this as well, even as a player. He knows situationally to get guys into the game. And just kind of make sure that he's providing the best look for his team on either side of the ball. Ty Lue can learn from this and grow from this, and I think the Clippers can be a lot better. But they need these kind of challenges if they plan on being a championship caliber team. Looking at the post-game interview, Ty Lue spoke about it.
We understand how we got to play. We know the blueprint, so now we just got to do it. The last shot, the dunk. Things we've been talking about for 5 years, offensive rebounds. And you get beat on the offensive rebound. But, Jokic shot an air ball, wasn't really expecting that. Brown cut to the middle of the floor, and, James and Norm was kind of in between.
He spoke about how the rebounds hurt them, but he has to also take some criticism on his own and just become better and respond. All in all, I think the game was just coming down to Jokic being a 3-time MVP, and that's the reason why they lost that game. Michael Jordan has his moments, Derrick Rose has his moments, LeBron James has his moments. And I think this was one of those Jokic moments, similar to Luka having that moment. All things aren't necessarily bad for the Clippers. They just have to figure out what they want to do to come out on top for this series. But again, tough matchup for these two teams. We'll see how they respond in Game 5. Till next then, I'll see y'all later.